It ain't never gonna
Uncle
stop.
L, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the Hizzy. What's up, Cloud Chaser? The Moon Knights are here, okay? The Moon Knight Riders are here. Good song for the night. We lean into the side. Now, y'all don't forget to lean now. What's up, Queen? What's up, Flying Low? Steady grinding. Uh-oh. Long live in the Hizzy. We leaning, y'all. Lean back. Hey, Stiffle, you know it. You know it already. Okay. Fit, fine, and feminine. Hello. You know how we do, right? Right, Queen? We got to keep it fit, fine, and feminine. Oh, you yielding the floor already? I ain't even dropped the link. Oh, man. You know, ain't no debating, period. We leaning to the side. We leaning to the front. We just leaning. We leaning. We leaning, everybody. Lean back. I have a special guest coming. Yes, I have a special guest coming. Ooh, we lean it. Hey, lean back. I got my fro ready, everybody. Let me get my fro right. Let me get my fro right. Let me also drop the link and get started. You know, we don't want to keep our guests waiting too long. So let me go ahead and do just that. Thank you for coming, everyone. This might be an intimate crowd as usual. I'm loving it. You know, I don't have to get too nervous. It's just me and you guys. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let me just pin the link, you know, so it won't be hard to find it when he comes. It won't be hard to find it when he comes. I'm so excited. This is my first interview. I'm so excited, everybody. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let me drink some water and get ready for my guest. He should be here anytime soon. I think the link is pinned. And you know, like I always got to do, my cat is around. Give me a second, everybody. Let me get it down a little bit, okay? One moment. It's going to be a busy night. Folks is, you know, doing their stuff, have things going on. Woo, let me drink some water here. Woo. Oh my gosh. How's everybody doing out here? Thank you, Sungaloo. Good to see you. I know you're working hard. You know it. You know Lion Locks. You know how we got to do. New York in the house. You know where I'm from. Come on now. Hey, Tamika. You know what's up now. Come on now. Come on now. You know what's up. Hey, I had that here flipping though, right? I'm waiting for my guest to enter the room. Did I see Damn D here? Hey, Abu, how are you, Abu Kareem? Long live. What's up, babes? Alberta, hey, what's going on? Shout out to the notorious B.I.G. May he continue to live in paradise. Hey, Scott Wizzy, Kevin Richardson. I'm going to try to decrease my tone. I don't want to scare anyone. I know Damn D has been around here. And, you know, I have to be mindful of my tone. I don't want to scare anybody. Ooh, he's going to get some good shots now. He's going to get some good shots of your girl dancing. And, ooh, these dancing shots he's going to get right now on the super. What is it? You got some more drops, Damn D? Now, I want you to do a drop of me whining the dirty wine, you know? That's the best one right there. I want you to do a drop of me getting the dirty wine, Panya, you know? You know what I'm saying? The dirty wine. Get that drop, babes. I mean, I like the pool, but I think you got to switch shit up. I haven't been over there in a minute, so. Hey, Kevin Richardson. Get off Damn D's nuts. Okay, Kevin, you want to take over? Do you want to take over, Kevin? Hmm? No, that I'll pass on those nuts, please. I don't think he want my kind on his nuts, Kevin. Mm-mm. Something tells me he don't want my kind on his nuts. Oh, damn D, what? You will? Here's another one, babes. Here's another one for you, baby. Damn D, he said he will. Hey, hey. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mwah. 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 You got me kissing you too? Oops. All right, I got my guest coming up. Hey, hang on, everybody. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna get this started right now. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I've been porn bombed like I don't know 2 times. I know I've seen you, but I don't want to like get you up and spring you on everybody right quickly. I want to get you up first. Hey, sir.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
Yeah. What up? What up? What up?
Yo, let me get it started, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Now let me take down my brand. You know, I'm a new YouTuber, but I've been porn bombed
No,
once or twice.
that's very smart of you. That's what I do. That's
Oh,
technically
you
what we
do
all
that
do.
too?
Yeah, hell yeah. When I'm using StreamYard, you just put the picture up, you bring the guests on, make sure they're just the right guest, and then take the picture off.
Hey, I learned that. I learned that. I mean, I've been porn bombed twice there, but
Yeah,
I finally learned how to do it. I'm so excited you're here.
absolutely. My
I'm so
pleasure, man.
excited. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to get right into it because I know you're busy and you only got probably an hour or a little bit less. So I'm going to get right into it. I've got my friends in the chat. It gets a little crazy in the chat. You know, this is a kind of, but you're used to this, Zaya. I've
Yeah,
seen
nah,
you on your
salutes to the
channel.
chat. Yeah, salutes to the chat. But listen, I'm here for you. I'm here for your question.
Okay,
So, salutes to the chat, but
absolutely.
I'm here to handle business.
You got it. You got it.
Of
So
course.
everybody, if you don't know Zaya, Zaya is huge in the sneaker community. He's up there with Skinny, Robert from the Sneaker Therapy. He's up there with the big dogs. You know, Tony D2 Wild. I've learned about all of you guys recently. Zaya has his channel Sneaker Scandals,
Yes,
as
ma'am.
well as ETC Always Wins. Combined sub count. Geez, you're looking at maybe 40,000, 50,000 subs. Zaya, you're actually the person who kind of spearheaded the $50 clap that we're all are doing now in this sector.
Salutes to
Hey.
everybody for taking it on. I think I've always thought it was a great addition. So I'm glad to see other people use it.
Oh yeah, we've been using it. I have as well, Zaya. I've been,
Good to know
it's
you.
been
Hell yeah.
very popular with me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it just listen, you give what you this is interactive content. What you do is you sort of give your chat the ability to, maneuver the vehicle.
Yes,
If someone's on
absolutely.
there and they ain't bringing nothing to the table, bang, you hit them with a 50 clap, you get them out of there. It could be an enemy, you don't like the person, get them out of there. At the end of the day, 50 goes to you to do what you deem is necessary with the channel. And,
Yeah,
the audience gets what they want, So
exactly.
I think it's a good thing. I like it.
It's a good thing, and it's been very popular. And I just want to give you credit for that. Skinny has definitely made it popular around here as well. And I've taken it on. I've gotten some judgment calls based on that. That I'm going for the money. That my channel is only for the money grab. All kinds of shit. Just straight hating. But let me go into it because y'all know that you're busy and you're giving me a little bit of your time. You got your
Of
channels
course.
to run and all that. The reason why you're here, Zaya, is very quickly, I've known for now 3 years in this sector as being very, robust in my opinion, very opinionated
Yeah.
um, about a particular, ex-retired sports player, and I won't even say his name because that's not the topic of my discussion now. But I decided, Zaya, after years of just roasting and really trolling this person. You know what? I've said it all. What the fuck? Let me just kind of try to take accountability and move forward.
Yeah.
Well, Zaya, it so happens that the person that we both know by the name of Dan D, I call him Scam D, Cavity D, the milkshake man, he went to his stage immediately and quickly, along with another one you may know, Brown Skank Lady.
I do.
And they went to their platforms just, sharing their opinion. But to me, Zaya, their opinion, it seemed to be really character judging, assumption building. I really spoke to who I am as a woman, a feminine woman, you know,
Yeah,
based on damn D, me being a fine, feminine, fit, single mother is what I'm using to get my cash apps
yeah,
and my super, all kinds of shit from this man. And so, since he's trying to dissect me, I'd like to find out a little bit about him that I don't know. And he's been very popular with you in the sneaker community. So I just wanted to lay that out there for the folks that's in the room, for you there to know why you're here. And I
gotcha,
just want to ask you, really, just go right into it. The reason why I met you, because I'm trying to figure out who this damn D scam D person is, that's really up my behind for apologizing and taking accountability. I mean, Zaya, he went on his platform and like, you know what? I don't think I like Moonlight's tone in her apology. I think she should remain in purgatory, I think
yeah,
she should remember everything she has done. And I don't think we should forgive her. This is this man here that's been on the platform forever coming at me with my 1,200 subscribers. So I went to Sneaker Scandals just to see what you had to say about him, and I think you came to the same conclusion that he's really a hypocrite in what he stands for, kind of a fraud, actually. He says one things and does it. And I really want you to talk to me really about the D2 Wall situation and how he ended up calling this man a racist and what you thought about that. And I know you're on the clock too, and I want to,
yeah,
stick to
absolutely.
40 minutes and get
Yeah.
you, your questions or whatever from the audience. But let
Okay.
me know what you think about that.
All right. Well, first off, we was doing all the nicknames. One of the nicknames that got forgotten that we created on our side, we call him D-Dam. The reason that we call him D-Dam, and I'm sure that you guys have figured it out by now, I think the man got some sort of speech impediment or something, something along the lines where he
You went out, Zaya. You're
out
gonna
rather
wait.
up. No, he's saying it because that's how he said. That's how that's how he talks.
Zaya, repeat that real quickly. You went out for a couple of seconds. So he's been called D-Dam because of some
D-Dam.
speech impediment.
That's what we call him. If you ever listen to him, there's times where he's saying something and he says it completely backwards. Okay, and I'm sure there's people in the chat that are from ETC. If y'all can enlighten the chat with some of the ones that D has gotten off in the past, but that I was just saying that's what we call him. We call him D Dan. I call him D Dan. All right, but salutes to him. Yes,
D-Dam.
damn D. And
Mhm,
in my opinion, yeah, definitely someone that displays hypocrite behavior. No offense.
mhm, mhm,
The perfect one to bring up is the 50 clap. Okay. The last time I had an issue with this man was crying to the high heavens because I wouldn't stop my donations for him to speak. Because
mhm,
I wouldn't stop the 50 clap or this or that. And now here I come, every once in a while I peek in and the
mhm,
man is now accepting 50 claps or money to kick people, this, that, and the third, certain donations. He reads it a certain type of way. Like, I'm saying, D, like you can't pay some homage at some point, bruh,
mhm.
because you a fucking hypocrite like a motherfucker,
I
and
know
you a
that.
swagger jacker,
Mm.
and you know you ain't gonna have no words for me, boy. All right,
Well, the link
you
is
know
pinned,
he,
and you know what? This is for me and you to discuss this
of
hypocritical
course,
behavior. So you're
of course,
saying that he is now installing, and as a matter of fact, Zaya, he's going to the point where he's probably going to install maybe $100 clap on his mods.
and this,
Okay.
yeah, I heard that. My response to it was, "You're welcome, you're
Just give
welcome."
credit
You know
where
what I mean?
credit is due.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
from him, I don't necessarily need the credit because the hypocrite behavior is what I really like. Right?
Okay.
Me, him, we're not cool. We're not set to be cool. I'd rather
Mhm,
him display the hypocrite behavior and me be able to point the finger and say, look at this fool. Remember this fool when he was complaining about the 50 claps? Remember this fool
mhm,
when he was talking about stop my donations so he could speak on my platform? Remember this fool? You don't see how
mhm.
this fool now taking on the ways?
I see.
You know,
Absolutely.
it makes me feel good when a person that don't fuck with me, they still use my system and it works.
Yeah, it
I like
makes you
that.
feel good, but it leaves a bad taste
Of
in your mouth that
course.
you got somebody jocking your style but ain't giving you no credit. Because I had gave credit to Skinny for the 50, but he said it was all you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, now
I mean,
definitely
I didn't know that you were Zaya. So,
yeah,
it all comes.
I definitely appreciate Skinny for that. But the
Mhm,
reality is that when those discussions were being had on how to build our platforms and different things that we were thinking about implementing, Skinny was
mhm.
definitely part of those conversations with me. Right. So stuff like
Oh,
the 50 clap, even when it came to fruition, Skinny was a person that was sort of like a confidant on the side saying, yo, that might work. You'll test that out. This, then, the third. So when Skinny does it, like, it don't bother me. Like, people say, oh, yo, Skinny, jack your thing. And I'd be like, the thing is, y'all don't know the relationship I got with Skinny. So he's not
oh,
necessarily jacking, you know? Like, to me,
mhm.
if the homies came up with it, the homies could use it.
Okay, definitely.
You
You're
know what
at the
I'm saying?
table. You guys are coming
But
up with it together. So,
yeah, just
yeah.
little ideas that we throwing off each other. Now, he may not have jumped on the 50 clap when I did, but eventually he realized, oh shit, you know what, that the 50 clap that Zay was talking about, the shit work, let me implement it over here. You know, and again, yes, does it put money in our pockets? Yes, 100%. But it also allows the audience to do something that they want to do. And unfortunately, in this game, it can't be free. Imagine if you said, oh, it's free to kick people off the panel. Everybody would be getting kicked. You got to separate everybody from the people that are willing to make something shake with a couple of dollars.
You got it. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And I like the way that you guys thought about it. It actually allows the chat, the audience to engage. And like you
Yeah,
said, really have some sort of control as to how, the chat moves. So
of
yeah,
course.
as a new person, Zaya, I've been learning a lot in 3 weeks. But yeah, the hypocrisy just really continues. So tell me a little bit about how he jumped out the window with Tony D too wild and ended up saying that he's a racist because the man didn't have enough time on his calendar to engage
Yeah.
everyone, that came to see him.
I,
And all of a sudden he jumps through the window.
yeah. I definitely have a little bit of a different perspective as far as the racist thing when they had that little back and forth. For the people that don't know, like, the entire time I've ever known of Dan Debra, he's always been the YouTube bad guy. You know, that title he likes to throw around, but he gives the energy to the people that ain't gonna give it back. That's how he got popping. He used to throw shots at people like Tony
Mm-hmm.
D. Too Wild. These are all people in the sneaker community. Tony D. Too
Mm-hmm.
Wild, Bullet RC, Tice Omar, where he's doing these roasts or he's talking shit about them,
Mm-hmm.
but he's doing it to people that ain't going to give him that energy back. Right. It wasn't until like individuals like me, Skinny, we are much more aggressive. Right. He don't want that back and forth with someone that's aggressive. He wants that back.
Mm-hmm.
And no offense to the ladies, right? He wants to go back and forth with the non-aggressive men and the ladies. Okay. Now, don't
Mm-mm-mm.
get me wrong. Over there on y'all side, the ladies ain't nothing to play with. I'm definitely gonna say that. Yeah, yeah, y'all ladies is different than the ladies maybe on our side, but y'all ladies ain't nothing to play with over there. But I guess he
No.
finds comfort in that. But the entire time I've ever known of him, he's always been a person that he's throwing shots at YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, but YouTubers that were never going to respond to him, right?
That's some real
Out of
shit.
all,
Yeah.
yeah, out of all those people, I'm just gonna say this: Tony Debra, he's just a nice guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him this all the day. Tony's my brother, right? I tell him this all the time. Tony, you're a nice guy, and sometimes that plays against you. Why?
Yeah.
Because when you're a nice guy, people take advantage of that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, when you're the dickhead, don't nobody fuck with you because they know, oh, he's gonna be a dickhead. I'm not even gonna bother with him. But Tony's a nice guy, and even through all that slander that D threw at him all them years, Tony still would give D the time of day, still give him respect, you know, still chop it up with him here and there.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I think about the racist thing. The problem with that was more so that D be mad that Tony don't go over to his platform and just sit there and have a conversation and talk. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Tony has been known to do that on my platform where he'll just come and hang out. And I'm never going to tell that man to ever leave. He's going to leave when he feel like it because he's sort of like he's sort of like one of the builders of what I got going on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's my confidant, he's a friend. I talk to him on a daily basis. Like when I got ideas, I run it by him. He's the one that is able to make my idea work technically. So I give him
Okay.
the idea. I say, yo, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to implement this. And he'll tell me how I could do it on the screen. Right. So
Hmm.
when that stuff was popping off, I felt like D was mad because Tony wouldn't go to his channel to talk to him. Like this is the fucked up part. I was thinking about this last night because there's a bunch of videos that you don't have access to. The
Hmm.
reason is that, bro, people out here flagging, they're flagging old content. So there's a lot of content that I just have on private. But there's so many videos about D. You know, there's so many clips that we've caught D. And the reason I say that is because the clip of Tony, or the clip of him saying, yo, Tony, why you be going over there to Zaya? You got time to go to Zaya, but you don't ever come over here to me. And he got mad that night. And then after that, it's sort of like, he gets into this mode where now, oh shit, now Tony's racist, and we covered that when he did that. We covered it.
Yeah, I saw you covering that. I saw that video, and that's what I was like. I honed in on you on that
Yeah,
video because your your takeaway of his behavior was like me, was like we
yeah,
were in unison with that takeaway that he's such a hypocrite. Because Zaya, he's over here, I've been here 3 years now, right, doing my shit. In our conversation you also say that you've heard of me or heard about me. So well, when you over here and you doing your shit, man, and you vocal with it, and you know what I'm saying, you stand on what you standing on, people hear you, people know about you, whatever. But my thing
yeah,
is that this dude took 3 years to come at me on some, let me dissect Moonlight type shit. I've been doing what I've been
yeah,
doing for 3 years, but since he is a friggin' opportunist on somebody else's platform and somebody else who is popular, he says, well, you know what? Since that person is not liking Moonlight or accepting her apology wholeheartedly, I'm gonna butt my friggin' eyeballs into it. And I love that app. I love that Abby. I gotta ask you about that Abby. I'm gonna butt my eyeballs into it and make a video and show my opinion in
yeah,
support of his crush. So I got in my feelings about it. I'm a woman. I can get in my friggin' feelings.
yeah. Of course.
Now, that's why you're here. And where did this avatar, that artwork is just so fabulous. I have it on my thumbnail as well. So I want to give
Yeah,
credit
yeah,
to
yeah.
artwork.
That was those were two pieces out of a few that got made. Like, and that used to be my thing. I would get I had the designer that's on Instagram. He goes by the name of Don Duck. If you look him up, Don Don Duck. And he's
Mhm.
pretty much responsible for all the artwork. Now, he doesn't necessarily have a problem with anybody in the sneaker community, right? So I've even told him, like, if somebody reaches out to request your work, and even if they're making a funny one about me, go ahead, take the work,
Mhm.
right? I respect that. Like, he's an artist. He doesn't have anything in the content where he's for somebody against anybody. If he's against D, he would have to be the one to tell you he's against D, right? I'm
Okay.
not the type of person that, like, let's say if you're cool with D and I'm not cool with D, I can't be cool with you. Remember, that's what I told you on the phone. We can have discussions, we can disagree, and we could walk away,
Yeah.
mutual.
And
Still fine. We just don't agree.
exactly. And we have an overstanding. I love the artwork. The artwork is from Don Duck. You guys go
Yeah,
check
Don
it
Don Duck on Instagram. Yeah,
on Instagram. Don Duck on Instagram. I love it. You know what I'm saying? The rendition is just spot on. How
yeah,
much more minutes do I have? And please keep time because I do want to at least allocate 15 minutes of your time, Zaya, for
yeah.
open questions. If anybody has any questions about what we're talking about.
Well, I definitely seen a few people in the chat bring up a few instances. Like, I can't go into like super detail because one of the
yeah,
things I'm not about to sit up here and make something up, right?
right.
So I could tell you, like, there have been definitely allegations towards D in the past. One being there was some sort of hurricane fund that he wasn't able to show proof that he bought a bunch of hurricane stuff or he donated to a hurricane stuff. I wasn't necessarily around during that one, but I've always heard of it throughout the years. There was also another one where, and the thing is, D made his come up, like I said, going at people that wasn't necessarily going at him. One of the names is Unbreakable Kicks, right? He went at that guy, bro, to the
Yeah.
point where I've never seen an instance where the person you're going at, you go at them so hard that you eventually make them bigger than you. He did
Wow.
that. He did that to the Unbreakable guy. He just went so hard, right? Just constantly that he pretty much pushed all the attention to the other individual, thus putting himself in a spot where I don't think he's ever gotten away from that subscriber count in all the years. I think he's stuck at the 127. If I'm incorrect, then I'm incorrect. But I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure that's one of the jokes that we've had, that he pretty much blew up Unbreakable. Unbreakable blew up, and he stayed behind. But he's always had these little instances where, and what I say is that it's respecting somebody's celebrity. Whether I like him or not, there are people that tune in, there are people that subscribe, there are people that donate to him, and there are people that will ride for him. Right.
Right.
So I respect his celebrity. The thing is that sometimes, what's the saying with Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility, right?
Right.
When you
Mm-hmm.
when you have that power, that people will do such things as, and they've done it for me. Well, they'll say, "Hey, Zaya, I want to send you something," and you say, "Oh shit, that's cool." Sometimes people send money, sometimes people send artwork, sometimes people send shoes,
Right.
sometimes people send clothes. He's had
Mm-hmm.
instances where, an individual sent him a pair of sneakers, and he took it upon himself to say, "Oh, the sneakers are fake. I'm not going to send them back to you."
Ain't that oh my God.
So somebody sent him the pair of sneakers, right?
Yeah.
I think they gave him a price on it. He held it for mad long, and then tried to say later, "Oh, they're fake, and I'm not going to be responsible for sending a fake sneaker back in the mail." And then after that, gets caught wearing them.
Wow, you're kidding me. What
Yeah.
where
So it's always been like little hypocrite type shit that he does, but it sucks because you're really just taking advantage of the people that fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
basically.
Like these people like you, bro. Like, here's another. They had another instance where a guy sent him artwork, right? He
Mhm.
got the artwork, and he doesn't like it. It doesn't fit to his style in his apartment. That's perfectly fine, but refused to send the artwork back to the guy, and then I think began trashing the dude online. So now the person looked out, and I get it. Sometimes people give you stuff, and you might look at it and be like, that's not really my style. I don't like that. But there's a nice
Mhm.
way of doing it.
Of
There's
course.
there's a way that you could do it. It still shows the person that did it the appreciation that,
And
they might be a subscriber that's been watching you for the longest.
mhm.
It might make their day just to see their piece up on your wall, something that is you may not take in. You got to realize that the other individual, but they took time to do that because they fuck with you.
Mhm. That is so
You know?
that sounds so disrespectful and degrading.
Yeah.
You know, it just really just left a bad taste in my mouth to have read that and just seen in the videos how everyone had an opinion with regards to how he did that to those two people with the artwork, ransom it pretty much. He ransomed the artwork, damn near stole it, the sneakers. So it's like the level of hypocrisy, the fraud, the friggin'
Yeah.
emotional
That's
breakdowns.
where the scam D comes from.
I see.
That's where the
I
name that's where the name comes from. There's a bunch of
mhm.
other characters. And when I say characters, I'm never disrespecting anybody. I'm just, there's a Shumanati, right? There was an individual Shumanati that went back and forth with D, and he was heavy around what's
Yes.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
exactly.
he
Yeah.
he he covered that situation. I think I covered the painting, right? That's when I came into the fold, and because us all as content creators, we're really just butting our nose into each other's business, right? Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I seen that instance. I went and I did a stream on it. I spoke about it with my audience. That was the painting thing, right? But I think
Mhm.
Shumanati, he's the one that covered the shoes. They got sent, and then D talking about the shoes was fake. Oh, I'm not sending them back. You know, um,
Yeah.
one
I'm
one
glad.
thing D is he's a content creator, bro. All right, there's
Mhm.
no taking that away from him. He's a content creator. He's gonna and he delivers on a daily. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna talk about something, right?
Okay.
But like as far as him, he's not the most trustworthy source. So
Hell
I
no.
always tell people, all of us, take everything we say with a grain of salt. Ask for some proof. Ask for some. Tell them to
Mhm.
show you. Tell them to make it make sense to you. And enough with the antics, because D's one of those that he implements a lot of antics in trying to show you the proof. I call it leading the witness, right?
Yes.
He's telling you, look, that's what it already is. That's it. That's it. Got you. That's it. And it's no, just present it and let the audience make their own opinion.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, you are hitting the ball out the park. It is so blatant that this man does that and
Yeah.
steers the audience to believe it. Then he has this whole theatrics that he goes through to the point where he puts on wig and lipstick just to make a point or whatever. But I think it's just really, a man that's just you have no he has no direction to me in his content.
Yeah.
Nothing is original from where I'm seeing it. But Zaya, go right into this for me.
Yeah.
You have mentioned, and this kind of speaks to me and my experience recently, where in the past I spoke out of turn again with this particular popular YouTuber and mentioned something about his parent in my speaking and trolling. Damn D took issue to that, but the same thing happened to you too, Zaya, where the passing of Damn D's father, may he rest in peace. You made a not direct mention of his father, but kind of said, from where how I'm looking at it, geez, Damn D, you always putting these types of titles, clickbait titles. Are you really
Yeah.
using the passing of your dad for a clickbait title?
Yeah.
And fill me in on that, because I think everything went left for you guys.
And
When
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my perspective, but I'm gonna find that stream and I'm gonna put it on unlisted and I'll give it to you and you watch it at your leisure and you make your own determination, right? If you
okay,
end up saying, Isaiah, you was kind of fucked up for that,
mhm,
again, that's perfectly fine. As content creators, we can have a difference of opinion, right? In his
mhm,
particular situation, D is well known as a clickbaiter. He knows that, and I know that, right? The thing
mhm,
is that I'm the type of person that embraces my bullshit, right? I'm a clickbaiter. I'm going to tell you I'm a clickbaiter. I'm going to tell you I'm a clout chaser. I'm going to tell you all those things because I fully embraced it. That's how I was always able to get him jammed up. He never wanted to embrace it, right? I would
mhm,
tell him, "Yeah, but bro, that's a clickbait title. You saying that you're gonna retire, but then you come back the next day, right?" So
right.
there was an instance, and I had already called him on this plenty of times before. And the
Mhm,
time came that he said his daddy, bro. He said something about his daddy dying, and he said that he was gonna retire, right? So I said, well, if he's gonna retire, then I understand. But if he's just using his daddy dying as clickbait, he's a piece of shit. All right. And I stand on it to this day. I'm never gonna change that perspective. Right?
mhm.
There's so many things that you could use as clickbait, not to
Damn,
use that. And even if you use that, don't be mad at me. Boy, you know what the fuck you doing? You using
wow.
it as clickbait, bro. Because now I believe my perspective is I believe he used it as clickbait. Back then, I was saying if he's doing it, bro.
Mhm,
Listen, in an environment where it's so easy for people to how would you say it, like feed into the negative. Uh,
right.
in an environment where it's so easy to make something bigger than it is, bruh, no one agreed that I said that in a malicious way. I couldn't even believe it. People that didn't even fuck with me were saying, yo, I could understand what Zaya was saying, and he didn't say it to disrespect your daddy, D. He said it because you be clickbaiting. You be clickbaiting on a regular basis, and he's just saying if you're using your dead daddy as clickbait, his opinion is that you're a piece of shit. So he got really in his feelings, like really in his feelings, and then
And,
proceeded to convince his audience that he was
uh-huh.
going to come down to Orlando to beat me up.
Really? That
Yeah, yeah,
bad?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. He was telling everybody. He was spreading the word. Yo, I'm going to pull up on Zaya. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. He rocked it all the way until the day before he was supposed to come to Orlando. Okay, he even got on the airplane. Yo, going to handle my business. He put it on Instagram, an Instagram story.
Uh-huh.
He on the flight talking about I'm going to handle my business.
Yeah.
That man never showed up to Orlando. That man knew a week prior that it landed. The day that it landed for him to say to come to Orlando, that was the day that they were burying his daddy.
Oh my God. You're
And
kidding
he
me.
knew that. He knew that a whole week. And bro, he did a stream the night before the flight. and had everybody convinced. Everybody like, oh, Zay, are you scared? No, why? Because Damn D has done this in the past if you know him. You know, few years prior to that, he had a bunch of YouTubers at SneakerCon, which is a sneaker event, thinking that he was going to pull up there to do something to them. And they sat around waiting for him, and he never showed up.
That kind of,
He's a
that's some
clickbaiter.
crap. That's
Yeah,
some,
yeah. So
that's some,
after that, there was too much disrespect. So what I did was I dragged him. I spoke about him. I spoke poorly about his daddy. I said he ain't gonna do nothing, and the man ain't never done nothing since that day.
just talk, but he stopped talking about you though. Like he stopped
He
talking about
definitely
me.
stopped talking about me, which is weird, right? And I don't wanna. You told me when we spoke on the phone, you said, yo, I got a small platform. I'm trying to build it. I respect it. Listen, I still consider myself a small platform. All right. We out here trying to get it. We out here trying to win. All right. But no offense. When I had 26,000, he told me that he couldn't go back and forth with me because I wasn't big enough.
What?
What do you have? You have like 1,000 and change, correct?
I have 1,200 and change.
Why he talking to you then?
You
You
know
see
what I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying? You see how he giving the attention to someone that don't get me wrong. That's what I said. The ladies on y'all side, y'all definitely ain't nothing to play with. So because y'all ready to go back and forth with a motherfucker, and I respect that. I love that. Right? I fuck with Sister T heavy. She do. I love it that y'all females are aggressive like that. I love it. But the thing is, look at what the man's saying. The man saying he can't get aggressive with me, a person that want to get aggressive, because I got 26,000. I'm not big enough, but he'll get aggressive with you. You only got 1,000. Sister
I
T
only
don't
got
got 26,000. He went at Sister T. He
2
feel
years.
comfortable over there. In my
For
opinion, he
2
feel comfortable over there because of Kwame, bro.
Man,
That's it.
of course. He went at them not like me and Tasmanian Teas on good footing right now. But he went at these ladies queen for over 2 years, every day, damn near every day.
Yeah,
This is not really masculine behavior.
yeah,
I've never thought that he had this masculine man behavior. But him going at me on some shit after 3 years of me trying to take accountability and move forward in peace with someone that he definitely is a fan of, and then he doesn't feel like it should happen. So who the hell
yeah,
are you trying to figure out? Who the fuck is this dude that's gonna dissect me as a person? Me, a woman that pretty much has made herself, what she has in
yeah,
life, raising my young daughter in school. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, Zaya. If I was, I probably would be great at it. But, I'm just out the box 4 weeks,
yeah,
5 weeks. And as soon as I start getting my footing, my chat, folks who are rocking with me, the popular person that he's a fanboy of, came to visit me. Oh man, this sent this nigga over the cliff.
yeah.
It was like having a woman come at me for their man.
Damn,
Having a woman
that's
come at
wild.
me for their man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I wanted you to come on, just speak to me a little bit. Did they kick him out of the sneaker community?
So here's the thing, right? And again, just a perspective, right? I don't feel
Yeah,
like
give me a
anyone really
perspective.
could get kicked out of nowhere, right? You can't really kick someone out of somewhere. If he continues to produce content and go live, then he's still on the platform. But if you look at that channel doesn't do well for him anymore. It doesn't do as well as maybe like his beef channel, or some of these other channels that were created during the
Mhm,
Kwame Brown sector era, right? The sneaker
mhm.
era, he been stuck there. And whatever he's at, he been stuck. He not moving like he used to move. He used to get, 40, 50, 60,000 views. The problem is the dude he became obsessed with, the unbreakable guy. It's
Mhm.
literally, the weirdest thing. It's like all his mojo, all his energy, he literally gave it to his opponent. Right? Sometimes you gotta know when to stop or pause, take a break, let it breathe, bring it back.
Yeah.
He didn't. He went at just constantly at the same guy, the same guy, the same guy, the same guy. And what happened is that, people started fucking with the other guy. So he blew up the other guy, and then the other guy was already ignoring him because that other guy's not the type to be going back and forth like that. Even more reason to ignore you now. I'm way past you. So the same way he's saying to me, he can't go back and forth with me because I'm lower. Well,
Yeah.
that's how the other guy thought about him. Hey, I can't go back and forth with you no more. You lower.
Because you lower. Everybody gets a turn, huh?
Everybody get a turn, man. And he had listen,
Exactly.
he had a turn. He had a turn. He got to that 127,000. That's a milestone. He had his turn. The
And
problem
nothing
is he didn't
that.
he didn't know when enough was enough. He didn't know when to what's the saying, to leave well enough alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know to leave well enough alone. Leave the guy alone. No, he kept going and got stuck. Now the Kwame Brown coming along, him whatever relationship he got with Kwame Brown, that's a boost for him because the sneaker channel wasn't doing nothing.
nothing. I mean, his whole
No.
family, everyone in his chat right now, and I'm not knocking him. He's got his audience, but it was an audience, that he, went in the mud and built. That this is like a gift, really, from the person that he's a fan of, for the most
Yeah.
part. And so that kind of dictates his content. It dictates the direction, of his opinions. So I'm not really giving him any respect, you know. And Zaya, I do cuss and I do show out.
Yeah, no,
And
listen, there
so,
ain't nothing wrong with that. I told you when we got on the phone, I'll be cussing and showing out my damn self. You
you
know,
know,
I'm trying to, don't get me wrong, I'm trying to ease back on it where it's
yeah.
just the screaming back and forth. Number one, sometimes that ain't even really good conversation. I'm a sucker for a good conversation. Even if we're just debating points and we don't share the same ideas, that's perfectly fine. The constant screaming and all that, like that shit kind of has gotten played out. On top of that, YouTube coming down with new rules. And I'm a firm believer that even with YouTube coming down with new rules, eventually real life law is going to catch up with the internet.
Wow, I
You
see
know,
what
the
you're
defaming, you feel me? You gotta, there's one thing to do research on somebody and then harp on that. It's another thing to just defame people. That
saying.
part is going to eventually catch up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we got to catch ourselves and make sure that we not just defaming somebody. You know, we at least providing some sort of factual information so that the
Hmm.
people say, okay, well, Zay is going based off this. Okay, I get it. Not just pulling shit out the air and just throwing it out there and then seeing if it sticks. That's just me though. But sometimes I show out too. I have a good time. I have fun. I make sure I'm having fun while I'm doing it though.
Yeah, absolutely. I do too, Zaya. I don't take it
Yeah.
totally to heart because I have a 9 to 5, like I said, doing stuff at home. I'm so appreciative of folks who come and when I go live, they're here with me. So that has definitely grown. So I want to add a little bit more responsibility to the channel. But I really appreciate you coming and sharing. I hope you come back. I'm going to come visit you as well. I want to
Yeah, of
open up.
course. Anytime. Anytime.
Has any questions for Zaya? His PayPal is in there. Go get us here hanging out with me. Anybody have any questions for Zaya? Hit him on the PayPal. We're gonna chill for a minute because I just have one
Yeah,
other.
if it's any questions that they got for you in regards to D, we good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, questions
Yeah, yeah.
for regards to D. I'm not, there's no questions with regards to Zaya. He's not here to talk about himself. He's here to share his opinion, his experiences that he's had, engaging with Scam D. And I'm here all for it and opening up my platform to him. And I'm really appreciative of you, Zaya, for coming
Of
and visiting
course.
like
And I'm
myself.
sure
And,
I'm
you
sure
know,
there's tons of stories that I don't have. The thing is that I can only give you my experience with him. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And the thing is that my experience has always been me because when he came in, I came into YouTube probably like 3-4 years before he did, right? And I did well in the beginning. My problem has always been I don't have it in me to edit. I don't want to do it. I'm one of them people that probably need someone to do the editing for me. Like I do light editing now, but back then you had to have and D was definitely good at least editing his stuff, right? So,
Mhm.
I kind of fell back from YouTube a little bit and then I started watching and I came across his video obviously because I'm friends with Tony and he would
Mhm.
have all these videos where he's just roasting them and talking shit about them and then expecting them to be it's almost like you're roasting someone. Imagine me roasting, you don't know me, let's say you don't know me whatsoever, and then I
Right.
just do a YouTube video where I'm just roasting you, and then afterwards what am I just expecting you to be cool with me? No, you didn't say no, bitch. He was just roasting me on the internet. Like, why would I be cool with you? So these
Exactly.
people used to look at him like he was weird, but the problem was is that they have such a high subscriber count that what he did was he was able to take all the people that didn't like your Tonys, your Bulls, your Tices, all those
Mm-hmm.
people that want to see those guys get roasted, they started going towards D's thing. And and declaiming the YouTube bad guy. But to me, when you a real bad guy, you willing to thug it out with other bad guys. If I'm a
Right.
bad guy, I don't get no props for picking on the people that don't want to go back and forth. That don't make no
Oh
sense. And I stand on my word. You know why? Because I don't pick on him. I know he don't want to go back and forth with me. Nobody
no,
sees me talking about him on a daily basis. I don't. Why?
no,
Because he don't want that smoke. He don't want it.
no, no men, Zaya. He hasn't gone back and forth with Skinny. He don't go back and forth with Sugar Cubes. He don't
None
go
of
back
them.
and forth with you.
None of
He
them.
don't
And if he does it,
no men.
it'll be light. It'll be light. The ones that he's going hard is the females.
Man, every day
Every
he's
day.
coming in the chat. He's coming in here, with his trolling. I'm gonna make more videos, and I'm never gonna be done. And milk in the glass type shit. I'm like, yo, man, to be calling yourself the milkman, it's not really a good look. I don't know how long you've been doing it, but that's kind of an effeminate type of thing. To be
Yeah.
saying you milkman. I don't even want to go there with the visuals, but D damn is D damn. He's gonna have his following, Zaya, regardless of
Yeah.
what
No,
comes.
everybody gonna have their own,
Yeah,
following. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you gotta just understand, and I know at one point in time you were cool with Brown Skin Lady, right? Now obviously you guys are not cool. So everybody that don't like you, guess what? Now they're gonna go hang out on her shit. That's just how it is. It's for everybody. Everybody that don't like me, bro. I've had people that be in my chat, they like me now, and then 2 weeks later, they don't like me no more, and they sitting on my ops joint. That's cool. At the end of the day, we all adults. I always tell the viewers, bro, do what you want. Watch who you want to watch. All right?
that's
We your entertainment for the night. If you want to watch a motherfucker talking shit about me, by all means, go ahead, rock
okay.
out it.
You know what I'm saying? I give him a little content. I go up here dancing,
Yeah.
get to, make me famous. Shit. MD was in here when I was dancing. He's like, I got you on video. I'm making another drop. You could. He says to me, Zaya, you can interview all of them if you want. I'm never gonna stop, nigga. I don't want you to stop. You blowing my whole shit up. I mean, I'm monetized now. I'm monetized, Zaya.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like you say you're monetized, why? Because you just got monetized through YouTube?
Yeah, I just got monetized.
Nah, listen, I tell everybody, listen, and salutes to YouTube. I appreciate YouTube for giving all of us a place to, do our thing. But you ain't gotta wait for that, you know what I mean, to make it happen. Because you could easily take donations, you could easily implement the 50 clap. There's
Absolutely.
different ways that you could supplement and get
Yeah,
a little bit of income out of it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And the people that are telling you there's something wrong with it, it's because they mad they not getting it. That's how I
exactly.
was able to find out about you, because brown skin lady over there talking shit about you, complaining about the 50 clap. And then when I go back to look, because I did research, I'm like, bruh, she got paid to clap a person off the stream that she don't even fuck with the dude.
Man, this is a hit.
At that
That went
moment in time, you wasn't fucking with the dude that you kicked off. So I'm just
right.
like, bro, imagine someone telling you, yo, I'll give you $50 to kick your enemy off your panel. And then you
Mhm.
do it and then get criticized for it? Nah, fuck that.
Bitch is
Fuck that.
she's a lousy hoe. She leaning to the side right now, Zaya.
Yeah.
She just found out to have a fucking tax lien of $17,000, 700 and let's not forget the cents. 722. My boy ain't in here with 22 cents. That
Eh.
whole been her whole existence on YouTube, from her fake hair to her eyelashes down to her fucking the diet to lose weight. She been a lie, and
Yeah.
can't really go toe to toe with me, Zaya.
Nah, she
Her
can't.
best
She's one of those that she just get on the platform and she be screaming and don't be making no damn sense or
friend.
nothing.
Oh,
I had to get her the fuck up off mine. Like I couldn't take it.
I blocked that hoe. I mean, for me to have been a day one with her, Zaya, the woman went on live dogging me. Right,
Yeah.
I had this freaking
Yo,
popular
that's the
person.
thing. I just got into it with her, so I'm watching, just to see if there's something being said about me, and I'm listening, and I'm saying okay, and I'm listening to it, And then it started making sense. And I'm like, yo, is she trying to shit on the girl, on you? Is she trying to shit on you because you took a 50 clap to get rid of somebody that you don't even like?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. And she's just, it's astounding to me that people always try to downplay. Like, let's say, for instance, like I'm a YouTuber full time. I do other stuff, but my YouTube's full time. You know what I mean? I can do it whenever I want all day long. I don't have like a 9 to 5 job. But the 9 to 5 job folks, not all of them, but some of them, they be trying to make it seem as if there's something wrong with me because I'm getting paid through YouTube, right? That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to say, oh, I'm a bum because I'm sitting around waiting for donations. But I get donations on a daily, right? While she's someone that's waiting for another person to cut her a check. I cut my own check.
You got your
And to
check.
me, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you trying to diss me, but you dissing yourself because
Man,
you got it all the stuff that you want in life, freedom, freedom of time to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, freedom of listen. One thing I don't got no money problems. Don't get me wrong. I've had to do a lot in my life and bring a lot of unnecessary bills down, but I did
yeah.
that, and now I feel better. I don't got money problems. A
I'll get
motherfucker with money problems, you can't tell me shit because you want to be where I'm at. You want to
damn
be.
it.
I'm pretty much retired. I consider myself retired from the workforce. You
Really,
can't be
Zaya?
working a regular job and be trying to talk shit to me where you want to be where I'm already at.
Period.
The
Period.
fuck?
Now, I got to tell you this. I'm trying to be where you at right now. I've had a bad investment, cost me a little bit. So she blew me up on YouTube because I'm going at her.
Yeah.
One of her friends told me that her man left her for another man. She going through some issues. Left her with an IRS lien. So she out here being mad about her life, about everything actually. But not cleaning her house and taking care of the responsibilities that she's supposed to be taking care of. So for her to talk about anybody right now, she knows she fucking lying. Ain't nobody
Fact.
giving her time of day. Okay,
That's
Zaya,
very fact.
thank you so much for coming. I know I took over an hour with you. I'm
Nah, you
so
good. You good. It was a pleasure.
thank you.
Again, you on the come up. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Do it your way. Make sure you having fun. If you could get a couple of dollars out of it, get your money. Don't let none of these motherfuckers tell you anything.
you got it. And I just keep doing doing what I
Keep
do.
doing you. Yeah, keep doing you and staying solid for your audience.
Absolutely, and they love that. I hope to speak
Facts.
to. I don't know where Robert is these days. I know that there's something happening in his family. He had to take off for a little while,
He's
but
more he found better success on
Mhm.
like on Instagram, on the shorts, but
Oh,
he's a very charismatic person. I'm pretty sure if you reach out to him,
yeah.
he'll join you on a panel. Yeah, yeah. He's not doing YouTube like himself, but I'm pretty sure he'll join you on a panel or something like that.
Oh, that sounds so cool because
Yeah,
he cracked up too with you and your candidness. So I mean, Zaya, the type of shit you say on your platform, I'm like, I like you. You cuss and all that shit, and you can read
I
too. Man,
do. I cuss. You could cuss, and like I always say, bro, we ain't got to agree. But we
oh,
definitely
I
can have a
love it.
conversation. As adults, we can have a conversation. How we don't agree, we go our
Mhm.
separate ways. Just some
I
people
love,
just don't know how to do that. They think once you don't agree, we got to be enemies.
yeah, absolutely. And I don't roll like that. I mean, once
Yeah,
I
nah.
come to you, I'm coming back to say hi. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Don't take it all personal,
Yeah,
but Zaya, thank you so much again. Everybody, this was Zaya
of
coming
course.
to
I
hang
appreciate y'all.
out.
Salute y'all, man. ETC always wins, man. Salute y'all.
PC always wins. In the hizzy. Thank you, Zaya. I know you're busy. You got
Appreciate
to
you.
get all your shit going on. But everybody, this was Zaya, the $50 friggin' drop king. He's the one that pretty much him, Skinny sat at the boardroom, came up with that
Yo,
just
for
to
real, the
confuse
shit is
the person.
everywhere. I think what Skinny do it, you do it. I heard the other day Kwame do it. Look, D,
Yeah.
the funniest part to end it all, D, if you listening, you don't remember when you used to criticize me for this? You used to say that my channel was fucking garbage and this, that, and the third. And look, now you doing the same thing I used to do. I
He brought,
always find that hilarious, bro. And that is the true hypocrite behavior.
absolutely.
The fact that
Absolutely.
you the fact that you can't say, you know what, at one point in time that shit didn't work. I shitted on it, but you know what, it works now for me. No. I seen him on his platform the other day trying to take credit. I'm like, boy, stop. Boy,
No,
stop
but
it. Yeah, I got the clip, bro. I got the clip. Eventually I'll get to him. But again, like I said, what's the point of me? What's the point of me going back and forth with somebody that don't want that smoke? He's clearly said it. And he'll listen, he'll ignore me to the fucking high heavens. And
I
that's
see.
cool. You should ignore somebody like me because you don't want no issue with me, bro. Not on the internet. On the outside, I'm not talking about no physical nothing because let me tell you something,
Yeah,
I own a business. Ain't no
right.
way I'm flying to nobody to nothing to go to jail. No, no, no. I don't just do this for fun. This is a business. I run a business through this. So you know what I mean? Like, no, but on this YouTube shit, no, you can't go back and forth with me debating and no, none of that. None of that.
And
He's just not on my level intellectually.
man, damn, Zaya, you really reading it, right? You reading it. You know, you're giving me something to think about. Lion Locks, thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Zaya. Absolutely.
Salutes, man.
You a lot to consider and how I want to move forward. You know, Zaya, because I get in my pettiness and shit. I get consumed and whatnot. I can't make no promises. I don't know. I can't even talk about it. It's just, let me
Yeah,
see
nah,
how
just take your time, move at your speed, move at your pace. You know what I'm
you,
saying? You already got an audience. It's only up from here. And if
all right.
anything, if the man gonna talk, fuck him, use him. You know,
You got
all that talking. You know what that mean? Somebody coming over to your shit to look for a response.
it.
That's all that mean. Sometimes you gotta use people to your advantage, bro. Whether
You
it be
got
good or bad.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Bless
Anytime,
everyone
anytime.
there. I'll come through
Salute.
and holler at you. You see, I'm dropping your links in the chat. Y'all
Yeah,
go
for sure.
up to Zaya, Sneaker Scandals, ETC always wins, y'all. Thank you so much for
Salute.
coming here.
Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, babes. Well, everyone. Oh, what you saying, Queen? Queen, very informative interview about his disturbing behavior and his defamation history. He didn't learn anything. A 57-year-old black woman won. We ready, we ready. Funny, you funny. Hey, Donna, 2455. Well, there you have it, everyone. There you have it. My first interview. Not the greatest at it. Thank you, Stufu. Well, I'm not the greatest at it, but I wanted him to really share his experiences more so. This wasn't a platform to go in, cuss and carry on. I really wanted to understand who this man is, that sits behind his mic and tries to dissect someone's character, their morals, their level of sincerity. So it seems like D down because they say that you twist shit backwards, that you have some sort of speech impediment or whatever. I've noticed it, but I haven't spoken to it. But it seems like Zay and several people from the sneaker community knows him very well. Um, Definitely we are, or I am in synergy with their takeaway on this man. An opportunist, a fake, a fraud. He's had a hurricane fund, still couldn't show receipts on that. And plus, he's had a school drive fund and can't show receipts on that. But you know what, people? You like who you like. Okay? You find value in who you like, and that's it. And you know what I'm saying? No judgment for you. I'm just coming as somebody who thinks that they have some shit to say about me. Thank you, Zaya, for coming through. Let me drop my link really quickly. You know I like to do that. Anyone wants to come up, I'm not going to stay long. Yes, I'm going to say that towards the end because I say it in the beginning and I end up staying on forever. There's other folks that's live right now that I want to, be in the bushes with. I appreciate everybody, my mods, chat, bless up to the chat, bless up to the chat. Mods holding it down. You know, the chat in here strong. Yes, hashtag scam D for sure. For sure. Hashtag scam D. Um, that's me. That's the link in the chat. Anyone want to hit it real quick? I don't want to belabor this too much more. I think we've given Scam D enough content, to last him, I guess, into the next week. I wanted to give you something good. I gave you some dance moves. Where am I? Why am I hiding from you guys? Here I am. Here I am, everybody. Ah, why am I hiding? Hi, everybody. Why am I hiding from everybody? Thank you, Stufu. I don't want to drop anything on my shirt. Thank you so much. Queen, do what you must, right? SoFly in the building. I know SoFly is going live too. Everybody, there's a lot of folks here. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Only an hour of your time, right? I appreciate it, everybody. I've had fun. It was good to chop it up with Zaya. He's been around so long, big time sneaker review person in the sneaker world. So I really, really am pleased that he chose my platform to come up and chop it up with me. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Can we lean back again, everybody? Should we lean back? Huh? Amazon. Should we lean back, everybody? Have yourself a really, really great rest of the evening. Bye, Ellie. See you later, Lion Locks. Thank you guys for being nice out there. Appreciate that. Bye. Later. Appreciate you guys for coming in.